Why are you wearing this now?
Why am I wearing it now? I'll tell you why I'm wearing it now. Because the road talker asked me to, that's why. And I said yes. Do you know why? Because I couldn't hear her.
It's The Money Issue on Sunday Morning. Here again is Jane Pauley.
With memorable bits like the puffy shirt, he turned a show about nothing into ratings gold. Now he's made a movie about, of all things, Pop-Tarts. Mo Rocca speaks to Jerry Seinfeld about Unfrosted.
When I was a kid...
It started with a stand-up bit.
When they invented the Pop-Tart, the back of my head blew right off.
You can eat 'em on the run, eat 'em just for fun.
And like any good comedy, it was based in truth. In 1964, when the Pop-Tart was introduced, 10-year-old Jerry Seinfeld fell hard.
Did you have a favorite flavor right from the start?
Brown sugar cinnamon, obviously.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it took them that long to add frosting. It was 2 or 3 years.
Why, you think that's obvious, frosting?
Well, they look a little drab to me when they're not frosted.
You're a tough audience. I thought they were absolutely sensational instantly. But I did not know, and my parents did not know, these things are not food.
And they can't go stale because they were never fresh.
Ground control, we are go for launch.
T-3, 2, 1.
It should come as little surprise that the man who headlined a sitcom about nothing...
No soup for you!
...has managed to build a whole movie out of that routine.
In the early 1960s, the American morning was defined by milk and cereal. And the two undisputed giants of the cereal world were Kellogg's and Post.
Major news from the breakfast world. The Post Cereal Company has reportedly invented a shelf-stable fruit pastry breakfast product.
No.
Yeah.
His new film, Unfrosted, is a mostly made-up ode to the processed food favorite.
The real story that we started with, and I think it's the only real thing in the movie, is that Post came up with this idea. Kellogg's heard about it very late and decided to try and catch up.
They got a fruit-filled pastry, Dingus.
Dingus? Who is a dingus?
Post, they did it.
Our own Sunday morning contributor Jim Gaffigan plays Edsel Kellogg. When Seinfeld asked him to sign on, he was there.
I would never bet against Jerry Seinfeld. You know, sometimes comedians can be funny for a decade or maybe a decade or two, but Jerry seems to have transcended, 4 or 5 decades now.
Ready, and action.
In addition to writing and acting,
Reset, let's go again.
Seinfeld stepped behind the camera for the first time.
Did you know you were going to direct it from the beginning?
No, but I thought, what would be the least work? The least work is for me to just tell the actor how to say it instead of me telling the director and then the director telling the actor.
It must have been fun casting this.
It was so much fun. And Hugh Grant was the guy who made the movie.
Hello, everyone.
Playing a certain tiger.
And look who's here.
Good morning, Thurl.
Is it good, Bob? Is it? Have you seen today's copy?
Oh, we'll get it, Thurl. We've got the best serial writers in the business.
We do indeed. We are so blessed. They're great. Just great.
That's it. That's the line we've been looking for.
Seinfeld called on a bunch of his comedian pals, from Amy Schumer and Melissa McCarthy.
Stan, my friend, I believe we have split the atom of breakfast.
To Sarah Cooper.
Excuse me, Mr. Kellogg needs you. A meeting of the 5 cereal families has been called.
By who? What was he like as a director? What surprised you?
He was very specific with what he wanted. There was a moment where Tom Lennon had to do this line where he had to do this, voila. And he did a take, and then Jerry came over and adjusted his hands just slightly like this. And everybody's like, how is that making it better?
Behold, life.
But then he did it, and it actually was better.
I'm precise, but for my thing and what I do, I have to be that way. This is one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Director Jerry Seinfeld walked us through a Kellogg's-style funeral for a taste pilot who blew up during the creation of the Pop-Tart. And yes, that part is made up.
You always want to be in very serious places in comedy because it makes it easier to be funny.
Why do you think that is?
The more you're supposed to act right, when you act wrong, it's funny.
When a man gives the last full serving suggestion of himself, only then is he truly deserving to be buried with full serial honors.
This is where we lay in our premise. The premise is full serial honors. This is not something that you have heard of before. Right. So you have the characters repeat it 3 times. Full serial honors, Mrs. Schwinn.
That's quite an honor.
It's a great honor.
What is happening?
Snap! Crack out! Pop!
If you look at my face there, this is what's hard about acting and directing at the same time. I'm directing here.
Yeah.
I'm just watching, are they doing this right? I have completely dropped my character. Luckily, I don't take my work as an actor at all seriously.
But he did make sure the other actors felt taken care of.
There was actually a moment on set that I think it was the only moment I saw somebody get a little bit tense. And Jerry was just like, guys, we're making a movie about a Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
You know, he put it all in perspective so quickly.
That's good, Kyle.
He would give a speech every now and then, and it would be pretty inspiring.
What kind of things would he say?
He would just say, like, I really appreciate you guys, your contribution. This is a really exciting thing for me. And he would speak from his heart.
Jim Gaffigan and Sarah Cooper, when they were talking about you on the set, they described you as a real leader, that you give speeches and...
Sure,
you know,
yeah. I'm a comedian, so I'm used to talking to people.
Yeah.
In an uncomfortable situation. That's what stand-up is. This is a very uncomfortable situation. Mm-hmm. We're expecting to laugh. You're expecting to be funny. That's not that different from a movie set. This is all awkward, and everyone's nervous.
These things are the greatest 2 rectangles since the 10 Commandments.
Yes, we have adjusted. So, okay.
Since this is Sunday morning's money issue, we had to ask whether Kellogg's was in on the action.
Kellogg's did not have anything to do with this movie.
Right.
When you see the movie, you will understand. No company would want a movie made about their product like this.
Right, it becomes abundantly clear.
Yes.